Good morning to you children. Today we will be dealing with another solid, cone. In the previous classes we were discussing about cube, cuboid, cylinder. That is, if rectangular cardboard pieces are stacked, you used to get the solid cuboid. If square pieces of cardboard were stacked to a particular height, you used to get the solid cube. And if circular cardboard pieces are kept one on top of the other, you used to get the shape of cylinder. And these solids of cuboid, cube and cylinder, we call them as prisms. That means these solids were called as prisms. The next type of solids were called as pyramids. Pyramids. Now, under this particular type of solid, the first one is a cone. You just imagine a right triangle and with the perpendicular height, you just attach a string. Take a cardboard piece of a right triangle. Along the perpendicular height, attach a string and try to give a rotation with this vertex. You can imagine the shape formed as similar to this one, and this is the representation of a cone, and this is a hollow cone and the radius is marked here as well as the height is denoted by h. And now when you see a cone, the best example is a birthday cap. If you imagine a birthday cap in your mind, you can see that this hollow cone has a vertex, a circular edge and a curved surface area. This is a hollow cone. And now the height of the cone will be from the vertex to the center here. It's a perpendicular height. From the center here towards this edge is the radius, and you can see the cone is always resting on another height called the slant height, represented by L. If you consider this right triangle OAB, the measure is R, OA length is R, then OB length is H, AB length is L. How do you find out the slant height of a cone is square root of H square plus R square by using Pythagoras theorem. That is, for a cone, there is a vertex, there is one edge as well as a curved surface area. The radius of the cone is denoted as R. Height of the cone is the perpendicular height h, and the cone will always rest on a slant height, which can be found out using the formula square root of h square plus r square. And now when you consider a hollow cone here, if you cut the hollow cone and imagine that hollow cone is divided into as many triangles possible, then the curved surface area of the cone will be the sum of all these triangles formed, sum of the areas of all the triangles formed, that is it will be, the area of a triangle is half base into altitude, which will correspond to, the base will total up to the circumference of the cone as 2 pi r, and the cone will always rest on the slant height, which shows that the curved surface area of a cone is pi into r into L. The curved surface area is always for the hollow cone. Thus, curved surface area formula is pi into r into L. Now you imagine a solid cone. If you imagine a solid cone, it has a curved surface area of pi rl. It has a surface area of the circle on the top, or again the area on the top is pi r square. So what will be the formula for total surface area will be curved surface area plus the base pi r square, which is equal to pi r into L plus r. These are the two formulas for a cone. First one, what is the formula for the slant height of a cone is square root of L square, h square plus r square. Curved surface area is pi r L, where L is the slant height, and the TSA of a cone is pi r into L plus r. So these are the formulas to be learned for cone, and the next exercise follows with these formulas. Exercise 13.3. Assume pi as 22 by 7 unless stated otherwise. Question number 1. Diameter of the base of a cone is 10.5 centimeter and its slant height is 10 centimeter. Find the curved surface area. Diameter of the base of the cone. So diameter is given as 10.5 centimeter. Immediately radius is equal to 10.5 divided by 2. As I am telling you, you can avoid the decimal by writing it as 105 by 20. That will be easy for your calculation. Even if you don't reduce it with 5, it is okay. And the slant height is 10. L is equal to 10 centimeter. Find the curved surface area. Curved surface area formula is pi into r into L. It's a direct sum. So it is curved surface area is equal to pi rl. 22 by 7. Radius is 105 by 20 into slant height is 10. This gets cancelled. Now 7 and 105. 7 ones are 7. 35 and 2 and 11. So what will be the final answer? 11 into 15. 1 5 is 5. 1. Which is equal to 165 centimeter square. When you avoid the decimals, it is easy for, if you arrange it as fraction, the calculation will be very easy. The next question. Find the total surface area of a cone. Find the TSA of a cone has to be found out. If its slant height is 21 meter, L is equal to 21 meter and the diameter of the base is 24 meter. Diameter of the base is 24 meter, therefore radius is equal to 24 by 2, which is equal to 12. You are asked to find out the total surface area. What's the formula for the total surface area? Total surface area is equal to pi r into L plus r, which is equal to 22 by 7, radius is 12 into L plus R, 21 plus 12, which is 22 by 7, 12, 1 plus 2, 3, 33. And it is not divisible, we can multiply and divide. Third question. Curved surface area of a cone is 308. Curved surface area of a cone is 308. 8 centimeter square. And its slant height is 14 centimeter. Slant height is 14 centimeter. You know the curved surface area, you know the slant height, that means you can find out radius from there. The question one is radius of the base and then total surface area. So it's a direct question. Curved surface area is equal to pi r L. Curved surface area is 308 is equal to 22 by 7 r into L. L is given as 14. You can cut it as 2. No need of multiplying. R is equal to 308 divided by 22 into 2. Both the numbers will be divisible. So 2 1s are 2, 154 and 22 into 7. So the radius is given as, you got it as 7 centimeter. Now you have to find out the total surface area. TSA is equal to pi r into L plus r. 22 by 7, 7. The slant height is 14 plus 7. 22 by 7 into 7 into 21. Or final answer is 22 into 21. That is 462 centimeter square. That is question number 3. Question number 4. A conical tent is 10 meter high. So the height is given as 10 meter and the radius of its base is 24 meter. Radius is given as 24 meter. Now the first question is find the slant height of the cone. What's the formula for slant height? Square root of h square plus r square. Square root of 10 square plus 24 square. 100 plus 576. 676, which is equal to 26 meter. That is the slant height. And now the next question is the cost of canvas required to make the tent if the cost of 1 meter square canvas is rupees 70. So normally the tent is made, we need only the curved surface area. So the length of canvas or the area of canvas required, first we have to find out. Area of canvas required is equal to curved surface area of the tent, which is equal to pi r L, which is 22 by 7, radius is 24 and the slant height is 26. You can see here the 7 is not getting cancelled, but you need not multiply and divide because the question is find the cost. So last step only you simplify. Now cost of 1 meter square canvas equal to rupees 70. Therefore, cost of the what is the area of canvas required is 22 by 7. 24 into 26 meter square is the same as 22 by 7, 24, 26 into 70. There, that 7 will get simplified. So 22 into 24. 4 2s are 8, 8, 4, 4. 528 into 26. 48. 12 plus 4, 16. 31. 8 2s are 16. 5. 5 2s are 10. 8, 12. 5, 6, 7, 3, 1. And 7 to 8, 0. That means 1,37,280 rupees. The next question is, what length of tarpaulin 3 meter wide will be required to make a conical tent of height 8 meter and base radius 6 meter? What length of tarpaulin? Please underline the word length, which shows that it is a one-dimensional measure they wanted. 3 meter wide. Now, when you see any piece of cloth, it has a width as well as it has a length. So, when you know the area of the cloth, if you divide the area of the cloth by the width of the cloth, it will give you the required length. The same pattern we are going to follow. It is given that the height of the tent is 8 meter height is equal to 8 meter, radius equal to 6 meter. Since the curved surface area of cone is pi RL, the first step is to find out the slant height L. L is equal to h square plus r square, which is equal to 8 square plus 6 square, square root of 100, which is equal to 10 meter. Now, what is the area of tarpaulin required? Required is equal to the curved surface area pi RL. Use pi as 3.14. It is mentioned in the question. So 3.14 into 6 into, it is given as 10. Now, immediately, what is the length of tarpaulin is equal to 3.14 into 6 into 10 divided by the width, because the formula is since area divided by width is giving you the length. We know the area, it is given the width of the cloth is 3 meter. Therefore, length is equal to 3.14 into 6 into 10 divided by 3. 3 2s are 6. So now 3.14 into 2. 314 into 2 is 628. 628 multiplied 6.28 into 10, that is 62.8 meter. Now, one extra condition is given here, and assume that an extra length of material that will be required for stitching, margins and wastage in cutting is approximately 20 centimeter. So the extra length is 20 centimeter, which is the same as 0.2 meter. So what is the total length? Therefore, the total length of cloth is equal to 62.8 plus 0.2, that is 63 meter. Question number 6. The slant height and the base diameter of a conical tomb are 25 meter and 14 meter respectively. Find the cost of whitewashing its curved surface area at the rate of rupees 210 per meter square. Slant height and diameter is given. The slant height is given as 25 meter and the diameter is given as 14 meter. Therefore, radius is equal to 7 meter. And now, find the cost of whitewashing its curved surface area at the rate of rupees 210 per 100 meter square. So, let's find out the area required for whitewashing is equal to pi RL, 22 by 7, radius is 7, slant height is 25. You are cancelling it. And again, the last question, the last part is only to find the cost. Let's do the simplification at the end. Cost of whitewashing 100 meter square is equal to rupees 210. Therefore, cost of whitewashing 1 meter square is equal to rupees 210 by 100. This is called unitary method. Therefore, cost of whitewashing, what is the area, is 22 into 25 meter square is equal to 22 into 25 into 210 by 100. You can do the simplification at a stretch, gets cancelled with 5, 2 and 5, 5 and 11. So the calculation is only 55 into 21. 21 into 55. It is rupees 55 into 21. The answer is rupees 1155. Read the question thoroughly and only work out at the end. The next question. A joker's cap is in the form of a right circular cone of base radius 7 and height 24. of base radius is 7 and height as 24. Immediately slant height has to be found out. Square root of h square plus r square root of 24 square plus 7 square, 576 plus 49, 625, which is equal to 25 centimeter. Be familiar with some of the square numbers as well as square root. It will help you in writing the exam faster. Area of sheet required to make one cap is equal to the curved surface area pi RL 22 by 7 into 25. They are asking you to find the area of the sheet required to make 10 caps. Therefore, area of sheet required to make 10 caps is equal to 10 into 22 into 25. What is 22 into 25? 5 2s are 10, 5 2s are 10, 11, 2 2s are 4, 2 2s are 4. It is 550 or 5500 centimeter square. These are all centimeter. Last question in the exercise. A bus stop is barricaded from the remaining part of the road by using 50 hollow cones made of recycled cardboard. Each cone has a base diameter of 40 centimeter. So the radius is given as 20 centimeter and height is 1 meter. Height is equal to 1 meter. Radius is in centimeter, height is in meter. If the outer side of each cone is to be painted and the cost is rupees 12 per meter square. That is, the cost is given as rupees 12 per meter square. Since the cost is given as per meter square, let the units, all the units, let it be in meter. So 20 centimeter can be changed as 20 by 100, which is equal to 0.2 meter. And now, or even you can leave it as 2 by 10. Find what is the cost of painting all these cones. And now let's find out the lateral surface, the slant height. L is equal to square root of h square plus r square root of, it is 1 square plus, as I told you, you can even take it as 2 by 10 the whole square, or 1 plus 4 by 100, which is equal to 100 plus 4 by 100, or 104, root 104 by 10, and root 104, 1.04 they have given. So let's take it as, which is equal to root 104 by 100 is the same as square root of 1.04, and they have given you the value as 1.020. Or if you take it as 1 square plus 0.2 the whole square, it is 1 plus, this will be more easy, 2 2s are 4, 0.04, square root of 1.04, the same you can take. Both ways you can take it. And now curved surface area of one cone is equal to pi RL 3.14 into radius is 0.2 or 2 by 10 you can take into. The slant height is given as 1.020. Now, therefore the curved surface area of 50 cones, curved surface area of 50 cones is equal to 3.14 into 0.2 into 50 into 1.020 into 50. And now the cost. The cost is rupees 12 per meter square. Cost is equal to rupees 12 per meter square. Therefore, cost of painting all the cones is equal to 3.14 into 0.2, 1.020 into 50 into 12. You can calculate it together. 314 into 2 is 628 into 1.020 into 12 5s are 60, 600. Now here the decimal place 1, 2, 3. So here 0.628 into. Let's go with 628 with 6. 48, 4, 6 2 is 12 plus 4. 16, 36, 37. Into 6 and 2 more zeros. Decimal place 3. That means 376.8 into 1.020. So that means you have to multiply 1020 with 3768. 16, 1, 8 is white. It is 0, 12, 1, 6. Again 7, 0, 7 2s are 14, 1, 7. Again, next place 3, 0, 3 2s are 6, 0 and 3. 0, 6, 2, 8 plus 1, 9 plus 4, 13, 12 plus 2, 14, 7 plus 1, 8, 3. And now how many total decimal place? 1, 2, 3, 4. Which is equal to rupees 384.3260.33, or you can correct as per 2 places because paise column has only 2 digits. The multiplication, the simplification also you can multiply in any order. The final answer has to be rupees 384.33.